Start now?
Well, like we can.
Are we rolling?
Let's roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
start now. Yeah. Okay.
That sucks. Oh, sorry.
I'll leave that in. So welcome to another episode of Life Chats. We're here after another few weeks. It's been probably about 2 weeks. No, it was New Year's.
No, it was
New Year's Day that I uploaded it.
Yeah.
So really, for all intents and purposes, it was like a month and a little bit ago.
And it was dated right away because you're like, all right, we might have some Christmas stuff, and it.
Oh well, that never happened.
It never does.
Go check out what's your thing called?
Oh my god, that's not even a segue, but my hockey podcast?
Yeah, the thing that you've actually been busy with.
Oh, right. So it's Face Off Hockey Pod. It's a podcast with me and a bunch of people, writers and fans that talk hockey. Although I don't think this is the audience for that.
No, we can still plug your other stuff because that's something that you actually are like. What? Jamie.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. But met Jamie, but I don't think Jamie would care about that.
No, I don't think he would.
I don't think he would either.
He doesn't like sports.
But yeah, so yeah, Face Off Hockey Podcast, Face Off Puck Pod on Instagram and Twitter, and it's on Spotify, Apple, Anchor, and YouTube. So,
okay.
Is
Anchor like a dating website?
I'm not you, Kevin. I don't stoop to that. But yeah, sorry.
You know what? I just
been the bus.
Oh wow. Well, rest in peace to me. So you know what, man? There's been a topic of conversation the last couple of weeks that you've been very passionate about.
A week ago.
No, it was about 2 weeks.
No.
We were out for drinks with friends and we were talking about a bed like 2 weeks ago when Kobe died. It was around that same time.
Oh shoot!
So
right.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds kind of makes sense.
Sounds accurate. Yeah. So explain to everyone what this topic of conversation.
I'm sick of the SJWs out there. I'm sick of the left
You've
pinkos.
been sick of them for a long time.
Oh, man.
You look back to your university days and you couldn't stand any of them.
Gosh,
and God knows that your entire class was full of them.
Yeah, and I believe me, I tried, man. You know, it's like the Charlie Brown. It's like wham, 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 wham. That's all I heard.
That's
for
all you heard.
7 years.
And then they have the nerve to say to you, "Well, what's wrong with you, Michael?" Like, "Oh, you're the weirdo." It's just like, no.
It's like you don't say anything. You don't talk out. I'm like, no, because when I do, you cut me down. Even though you asked me what was it like to lose weight and when you were fat shamed, and what I said didn't fit their narrative. Anyway, I'm saying
as the person. Anyway, yeah.
That's
a whole other. That's a whole other conversation.
I'm still friends with a few of them. Okay,
a few of them,
but they all
know who you are.
They all know what I feel about all of them as a collective.
Yes, and as long as they're aware, then that's a good thing. So
I think I've also threw them under the bus in our hockey podcast. Now that I think of it,
you know, every platform.
What are they going to do? They're not going to listen to it. What are they going to do? Give me a dirty look? I'm not even there. Yeah. All right. So topic of conversation. So my Twitter feed has been very interesting the last few weeks. Has been. Yes.
The _ cat. If you don't follow him, you should. Anyway, yeah. So interesting timeline of events. How did you even discover this? Oh, first of all, explain what it is.
Okay, so the situation was 2 years, must have been 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whatever. This all stems around the Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation, and there's been tons of video on it and from other people and other YouTube channels. But my main concern with this is falsely accused.
So what's the background?
So the background is Amber Heard. Ironic that she's the face of the Me Too Time's Up movement.
Yeah.
What a joke she's become. She accused Johnny Depp of beating her and hitting her and being unstable and being abusive, both emotionally and physically. And then, first of all, I never believed it, never believed a word of it. If J.K. Rowling, who's one of these big feminists, defends Johnny Depp,
what does that tell you?
Or what is that? Exactly.
Everything
what does that tell you? Everything you need to know.
Yeah.
So Amber Heard it comes out, I guess, within 2 weeks ago yet, that it was all a lie, that they have audio that Amber is recorded saying that she acknowledges that she has hit Johnny, that she has lied. She has lied about everything. I have a incredibly average. If you look it up on YouTube, this guy.
It's the name of the channel.
It's the name of a channel, and it goes into a deep dive about all
Incredibly
this.
Average is the name of the channel that goes into this.
And there's the audio's all there. How and if you hear her, oh my god! And she thought that, and Johnny Depp, you can hear that Johnny Depp is just so tired of everything, and I'm going to get to how this relates to me in a minute, but. She also goes on to say that no one will. That this is new audio that came out that no one will believe him. that he's the one that's being abused. No one would believe him. No one would trust him.
Mm-hmm.
And so all this new audio comes out to light that she is a big fake. And if you had half a brain, you would have known that a while ago. And so there was this cancel. You know how cancel culture is, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, from what I know, you go broke. You go woke, go broke. So you have all the SJWs that when this came out, were all going on attacking Johnny. 2 of Johnny's ex-wives and girlfriends, Winona Ryder was one of them, said that, like, you know, this is not the Johnny I know. Johnny would never do this. He's a gentle soul. Again, J.K. Rowling defended him. And
she wrote The Cursed Child. So
no, she didn't.
She didn't?
No, it was 2 guys, and she just was like, oh, yeah, that's canon. She's responsible for Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, okay. So anyway, someone who's responsible for that defending, exactly. Like, she, like, the thing is, so these former exes of Johnny Depp come out and say that he's innocent. Not J.K. Rowling. Of Johnny Depp and say that he's innocent, that he's a gentle giant or whatever.
Yeah.
And then but your point, and we'll explain how it relates back to you in a second.
Well, hold on. I'm still talking about what else has happened.
There's more.
Like, so Johnny Depp had his finger like almost cut off, and Amber had said like it was from the times that he would beat her when it's not true, when it's in fact that she's like slamming doors in his hand. Could have been infected, by the way, and that the only time he really like lashes out is when he tries to defend himself. And whenever she goes in her tirade, which seems to be once a day by the sounds of these recordings, he wants to leave the room, and because when she gets in her fit of rage, she's hard to control. And the funny thing about all this is there's lines like, I didn't punch you, I hit you. I didn't realize those were different.
What's the difference?
Again, like the not believing stuff like that, and you know, she can't promise that she won't physically attack him. You know, those loving things. So here's how it relates to me and why I'm sick of it, and how it's funny how SJWs that have gone to my Twitter feed, and unfortunately I know some of them, morons, they had nothing to say when I said this stuff, because Chris Hardwick, innocent. The Duke men's lacrosse team, this is like over 10 years ago, that was accused of rape. They fortunately got a settlement from the university, but they were innocent.
Danny Masterson, rest in peace, the ranch. He was busted.
Oh, was he innocent?
No.
Well, okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. So, and then Andy Signor of Screen Junkies, he did some stuff, but the major stuff that he was accused of, innocent. He's not completely innocent, but the stuff that he was, the big stuff, innocent. So I'm tired. Yeah. So, and this is stuff where it's like, you know, I'm really sick of, first of all, my truth. Amber Heard says that a lot. She has set real victims, especially female victims of abuse.
Yeah, timestamp that. I gotta leave that out.
What did I say? Oh, whatever. The Time's Up movement and all that, she's the face of, that's a farce now. She set women and actual victims of abuse that are women back even farther now because of all this stuff that's coming to light. And how this relates to me is because I heard these audio clips, which was, I did a deep dive on the internet one day, and a lot of the stuff that Amber had said, it was like I was getting flashbacks from Nam. So if you know me, and if you've watched this channel, Jamie, Laura, right? Who? Well, your friend? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Laura? The one that's a fan?
What?
Your friend from Kingston.
From Kingston?
The one with the kids.
No, she's from like Brantford.
What's her name?
Laura.
It is. Okay. How did I know your own friend and you didn't?
You said Kingston. I'm like, what the?
Okay. Well, I don't know. I got the name at least.
That's good.
I don't care about the hometown. So anyway, I don't even know what I was saying right now. What was I going on?
The people who know you.
And have seen this channel that don't really know me can get the impression that my
there was short views.
But that my relationships were rocky to say the least.
Let's say the best.
So I'm listening to this crap that Amber Heard is saying, and it took me back literally years ago. Like it was like I was reliving those experiences, because a lot of what Amber Heard was saying about, you know, no one's going to believe you, or, you know, I punched you and didn't hit you and whatever like that. I've had that. I lived it. So I can understand why, well, Johnny Depp always has to go away to drink because holy hell,
take
everything in my power
not to, and you don't even drink, so
not anymore. No, exactly. Dull the pain away. So this was just stuff that I wanted to say because I just, you know what? If we're going to talk about masculinity, and there is toxic masculinity, there's no dispute.
There's no argument.
There's no argument about that.
But there's also
toxic femininity. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? I would like to talk about that. All right. Believe all women. Well, I believe in the facts. And if you say and I know now it's like this guy's going to go off his rocker.
He's losing it.
John is getting upset. If we're going to believe, let's believe all victims. Let's believe in the facts. Okay, the truth, not your truth, not my truth, the truth. Okay. I'm sick of that. I'm sick and tired of that because you know what? Amber Heard, oh my God, you know how many times she said that? You know how many times one of my exes has said that? It's enough to give me a headache.
Yeah, it's like flashbacks. Yeah.
Again, flashbacks from Nam, dude. And you know what? I gotta say, I wonder if Johnny Depp in any of those times that Amber was throwing fists and stuff, if he was driving, because that was the first thing that I thought of, and it was unfortunate that I heard all these things, and I had to do a podcast after. That was a very awkward evening.
You gotta hear that podcast, man. That was fresh.
No, yeah. Well, no, I hit it well. It was fine, but it was funny. These SJWs that like to pick apart sometimes things I say. Look, I'm for both sides. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, can we not agree that people that falsely accuse males of abuse and even so far as rape, mm-hmm. that they can have their time in court and actually get a proper sentence?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Where's cancel culture and Amber Heard? Finally, the SJW culture is waking up to that. Unfortunately, it took this for them to
kind of come to light.
And the other thing is, there's the Daily Average or whatever. I always forget the YouTube channel.
I'll jump back to 5 minutes ago. You'll hear the name.
I always forget. Incredibly Average. I don't remember. Average is in there, and it starts to be like a conspiracy that Amber Heard's working with her friends and her parents to get all of Johnny Depp's money. Now, it's not. That was not. I cannot relate to that, but
it would be nice.
But I just want to say, why can't we not have the conversation that men are abused too? I've been saying this for years. Okay, not many people knew about it. You knew about it. Not many people knew about my situation. My situation, of course.
About Johnny's situation. Johnny personally wrote me, he's like, Kat, you won't believe what's happening.
You have 36 subscribers. Well, I didn't even know we had 36 subscribers until Bronwyn. Shout out to that.
Friend of the show.
Bronwyn brought it to our attention. Like, you have 36. I'm like, when did we get 5 subscribers in a month that we weren't even on?
Hey, man. Hey,
it happened. All those old. But I just want to open that conversation up because you know what? Men do get falsely accused. Look, men are pigs. There are men that are pigs and men that abuse. Yes, but there are females too, and not only me. And it's interesting how my Twitter feed. I've had that tweet went around 7,000 times. I've had DMs. I've had retweets. I've had likes. I've had comments of people coming up to me. Well, not coming up to me, but
engaging with you
on that thing, and they're like, oh, this is so brave. What brave? It's facts.
What you're saying is brave?
Yeah, what I was saying was brave, that it cut deep because I could relate to this and things that it was all too familiar about it.
I guess it's maybe it's deep because
because of the stigma. I guess it is because of the stigma.
I guess if it happens to a man being abused, I think it's also just society saying,
well, especially when one of your exes is 5 foot nothing little. Yeah. Anyway, but
I think it's a societal problem where men are just seen as like, well, why are you such a baby? Like they emasculate
That's
you.
That's what she said, though. That's what Amber Heard said to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Well, don't be such a baby.
Yeah, you get emasculated.
But, you know what? If you want to believe in equal rights, I believe in equal rights.
So let's go. I think that's the thing with why you're saying why this doesn't come out more. Is probably because a lot of men feel either embarrassed to admit to their other male friends that, oh, you wouldn't believe that I'm getting emotionally and physically abused by my girlfriend. But you know what? Like this story, it hits home to you personally because of your experience.
And then there's still those stupid idiots that are still blaming Johnny Depp. I was like,
so you're saying that the moral of the story is that a certain SJW movement is being enlightened to the false, the false narrative behind this accusation. Now, what is this? What are the implications of this? So, like, do you see this turning into a bigger conversation? Like, are we going to go back to the whole innocent until proven guilty mentality?
I think so.
Is this like the instigator for a movement, kind of like changing?
Well, like I said, I think she
guilty
set back,
and then proven.
I think she set back women being abused. Certainly a lot back. I think she spat in the faces of all the real life female victims out there. Don't get me wrong. which I think
is
is
going to make
fair.
their stories a little bit more hard to believe.
Exactly, which is not fair at all.
Yeah, not fair.
But look, I'm just saying, if you want to call a spade, but let's look at the truth and see the truth and see the facts. And it's funny seeing these SJWs on YouTube. I know I'm not going to, a lot of you are going to shake your head. I don't care. But, look.
Time's up.
No, it's not. Yeah, their time is up.
Yeah. Oh. That's good.
So, and now it's funny that these people were backpedaling. Oh, I knew all the time. And I'm like, no, you didn't. I saw those videos when you were tearing them apart. And now you're backpedaling. You backpedal anymore, there's going to be a whole shape of you through the wall. It's ridiculous. So I'm just saying. All right?
Just put it out there.
Why, if we can talk about masculinity, which is true, and it's out there,
yeah.
Can we talk about toxic femininity now? Can we talk about that? And I think the implications that you're asking about is now that people are now opening their eyes up even more. Trump 2020, let's go.
You heard it here first, jokes. Michael's endorsement, that's...
That I'm kidding about, okay? Everything up until then, I was serious.
Fully acquitted, he did nothing wrong.
Nancy Pelosi. She wasn't ripping the speech, she was ripping out something else.
Oh my God.
Hillary's emails, that's what she was ripping out. Well, rest in peace to Jeffrey Epstein, who the Clintons did not kill. Hot take after hot take.
This is a hot podcast, man.
It's okay, you know what?
Wow.
You know what? I'm having a good hair day today, so...
You are. Good flow. Good flow. I like that. Well, honestly,
I'm just putting that out there, okay? I know that, every now and then people like to comment and stuff. Look, I'm right, deal with it. But I'm open to hearing other people's stories and maybe defend these SJWs, although now I don't know why you would.
Michael's hot takes. That's going to be the...
that's all I got to say about that.
That's it. Well, you know what? It's good to have you back.
Look, I don't understand, why is he being so hostile? Because this cuts so deep for me. You don't understand. These were memories that I had repressed for years, okay? And when I say relationships, I mean plural, because there's more than one. So, believe me, this stuff cut deep in a way that I didn't even expect to, because I was thinking back then as another version of me that's thankfully dead.
Yeah.
So, it cut a little deep to me, and then when I talk about it, I talk it very passionately. I'm not going to weep and cry about it. But I'm just saying it cuts a little deep for me. And that night when I heard all that audio, I had to go to the hockey podcast and host a whole show for an hour and a half. So it was crazy.
That was tough.
Well, there's things that are tougher. Amber Heard could be throwing pots and pans and then blaming me for abuse. So
that's true. Well, yeah, because we're
the cancel culture on her.
Well, you know what, guys? We're out of time, but thank you, Michael.
I don't even know if this was a live chat. I think it was me just ranting. But...
Hey, man, but we all need that sometimes. Just get off your chest. I feel like it was actually a very passionate side of you we haven't seen in a while. So welcome back, Michael. Go check out Puck Pros podcast.
That's not what it's called. So, nope. You follow it on Twitter and Facebook or Instagram. I don't know how you Face Off Hockey Pod, but again, this is probably not the audience that will tune in.
Anyway, see you guys in the next episode.
Laura, I remember you.
Yeah.